Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Monday Night LifeVantage National Webinar. My name is Gabe Pearson. Thank you so much for being on tonight. I was hoping to be able to stream this through Facebook. We had some difficulties, so it's just going to be live through Zoom. I want to welcome all the brand spanking new distributors to our Monday Night Opportunity Webinar. And if you are a guest tonight, we certainly welcome you as well. Never leave your fortune to your memory. You're going to learn so many great things about this opportunity tonight. My story is real simple. I've been in the fitness business for over 30 years. Never endorsed a product. First time in this industry. I was able to walk away from a 30-plus year career in 22 months. And that's what you're going to be hearing all about tonight, is this incredible opportunity. For me, I got hit hard financially in 2009, and I went up to Atlanta to try to drum up new business, and a complete stranger of all people introduced me to this opportunity. I saw an ABC primetime news piece that literally blew my ever-loving mind. I remember telling my wife, Jill, if we can validate this, we're onto something. And I just finished doing some work with the Mayo Clinic here in Jacksonville, and I needed their expertise. And when they validated the science for me, I learned how to become a professional in this industry. So I am going to introduce an incredible guest tonight that's going to help all of us walk through this incredible new technology called nutrigenomics. And I don't want to mess up her bio, so I have it right here. She has been an entrepreneur for over 20 years. 17 of those years as a top income earner in direct sales. She's a passionate trainer, health advocate. She loves helping entrepreneurs and students of all ages achieve their dreams through Soar to Success strategies. She has done mission work in Haiti. She's passionate about serving others. She is a cancer survivor and awareness advocate. She has been married for 26 years, and is a mother of 3 young adults. She has played an important role helping this company, LifeVantage, launch the only NRF2 activator skincare regimen. And she'll be sharing the benefits with all of you tonight. I want to welcome Elite Pro 7, Carrie Bedard. Carrie, how are you?
I'm great, Gabe. How are you?
Good. That was a mouthful for me.
Oh my goodness! Why do you have all that? No, that's
well, because you earned it. That's why. I tell you what. Why don't you just kind of walk everyone through why? You could have went in a bunch of different directions. Why don't you just kind of give them your 2-minute story on why you chose LifeVantage, and I'll be putting up this PowerPoint. How's that?
Sure. That's great. So like Gabe said, I've been in the industry a really long time, and I was with another company for 9 years as a VP, and kind of, going along, had a great, experienced success and in the elite ranks. And, when LifeVantage came along, I think, everything happens for a reason. My mind was open for several reasons, things that were going on in the other company, and things that I had seen. And so I was open, and like Gabe shared with you, I'm a cancer survivor. May will be 18 years. And so I was always looking for things in the natural health world, things that I could do or products that I could use to stay healthy and not have that happen again, hopefully ward that off, or at least cut my percentages off. And so I had heard about Protandim NRF2, and it's a really long story, but to make it short, I sat down with Donna Deegan. I'm here in Jacksonville, North Florida, with Donna, and we talked about it, cancer survivor to cancer survivor, about NRF2 activation, about Protandim, where it was at. And for me, that was a no-brainer. I told her right there, I am going to get myself and my entire family on this product, everyone I love and care about. I can't believe that this is not mainstream. And thankfully, Donna was smart and had started her business not too long before that, and said, I have someone you need to talk to. I know, that you're in this industry and you're a top earner, but you really should look at our comp plan. And of course, she didn't know my mind was open. So I said, you know what? Okay, I'll talk to Gabe. It turned out to be Gabe. And we talked about the comp plan, and he probably remembers that conversation well, because I had a lot of questions, and of course had seen and actually had trained on the comp plan for the other company as well. So I knew what I was seeing, and what I was seeing, I could not unsee. I could not unhear or unforget. So I was like, okay, I need to think about this. I need to pray about it. I need to talk to my husband about it. And long and short, some of the reasons I made this decision, you're going to hear about tonight on this training. But I have never looked back. I replaced what took me 9 years to build in another company. I replaced in less than 2 years with LifeVantage. And I earned a free Jeep instead of a car program, which we'll also talk about. And I had the opportunity, at the end of the day, my husband and I looked at it and had the opportunity to share in global revenue. So that's just a little snapshot about it. And I've been with LifeVantage now over 8 years. So
well, we're going to be sharing about that. We're going to be talking about that global revenue here pretty soon. You know, what I want to share with everyone right now, just real brief, is the word nutrigenomics. Nutri is food, genomics is gene expression. It's a new paradigm in health that, in my opinion, and just in the next few years, every household in this country is going to know about it. You're going to be hearing about words like the activation of pathways, biohacking the aging code. And as Carrie just mentioned, we have a standalone category creating activator in our flagship product, Protandim NRF2. And the company has grown since that ABC Primetime News piece. And we have another activator, which does something completely different. The NRF2 activator is a protein messenger that basically tells your body what to do, what your body was meant to do for the first 20 years of life, and that's simply make more good guys. The other activator hits a different pathway and tells your body to make more ATP. That's the energy in the mitochondria. Fast forward a few years, now we have what's called a vitality stack, which includes a probiotic and a Omega Plus. And just a few months ago, it was rated the #1 product in the health and pharmaceutical category in the world. So out of 3,900 different products in 74 countries, you're looking at we are looking at the #1 product in the world. So what we've been talking in the past a lot about on these webinars are those 4 products, what we call the vitality stack. Tonight, I think we're doing a disservice, with the rest of our products. Tonight, I have a skincare expert in Carrie, and I want her to kind of walk through the same science. She's going to tell you all about this NRF2 activator, and we have 4 products now that is really, really standing out in the skincare world. Carrie, I'm going to get to the slides, so if you want, you can just get started, okay?
awesome. So you want me to start when I see them?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I hit a lot of these slides, so just give me a couple of
No
of
problem.
seconds.
Well, Gabe's looking for the slides. What I'll tell you is something that I really want everyone to think about. I think we spent a lot of time talking about NRF2 and NRF1 and how do you feel and how did your blood work change and all these different great, amazing things. And we're so blessed that we have so much science and so many peer reviews and really so much just hard science to show people. But what if you could have yourself and the people you love and care about and the people you've got on here, people that are looking at LifeVantage, what if they could use NRF2 in topical form and see changes in their skin and the way they look and know that those are the changes that are going on the inside of their body, right? So a lot of times it's hard to kind of quantify what's going on inside. But if you can see it on the outside, wow, right? So I say to people, look what that's done to your skin. Look how that's turned back the clock on your skin and fix this or fix that. And you guys are going to see some before and after pictures of real customers in a minute. But how incredible is that to be able to say, what is NRF2? Well, take a look. That is what's happening on the inside as well, because true science, skincare, the anti-aging step 4 that we're going to look at in a minute, that was formulated to basically do the same type of activation that the NRF2 does inside your body, but it's doing it topically at the deepest dermal layers of your skin, and you're seeing it on the outside. So, Gabe, are you pulling up the pictures?
Yeah, you want the pictures? Okay.
Yeah, if you could start with the set, that would be awesome.
This one right here?
I don't see anything.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Uh-oh. Hey, Jill.
I don't know if anyone else can or not. Oh, wait.
No, she can't see this.
Yep, I can see it now. Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so these, we'll just go through them in whatever order you have them. It's all good.
Well, I can go back. Since you can
yeah,
see
you can go back to the picture of the skincare set. It's probably like 4 or 5 slides back. Keep going. One more, maybe. There we go. Okay. So here's our True Science skincare system. So as you can see, $140.99 with a subscription and free shipping. I want to just tell you guys, and I'm going to try to like cut everything super short, but I don't know if you realize how important that price point is. If you're a customer, you're probably going, that's it? Yeah, that's it. The company that I used to be with, we had a set of products that was $362, not free shipping, and now I use 4 products that work better, give me NRF2 activation for half the cost. You guys, this is a big deal. Okay, so you're getting NRF2 that, remember, nobody else has in peer-reviewed studies, and you're getting it for $140.99 a month. So in the studies, it showed 87% younger looking skin felt 94% smoother, brighter and more luminous 88, and more moisturized and hydrated 95. So you can go to the next slide, Gabe. So this next slide is just kind of a breakdown for you guys of some of the most important pieces of what each True Science product does on top of having that NRF2 activated base. So your cleanser cleans without stripping, pH balance. If you have a swimming pool, you guys get this. You check your pH before you go in your pool. You would not want to swim if it wasn't properly balanced. You'd have all kinds of issues. Your skin's the same way. It has to maintain a proper balance, which is actually from a 5.5 to a 6.5 pH. And True Science gives you an absolute perfect pH balance. So that's why people will say, what if I have oily or what if I have dry? You guys, it doesn't matter. The self regulates to exactly what your skin needs. So it's kind of like your own personalized skincare. So it doesn't matter what you have. It maintains a good bacteria balance and protects your skin. The eye serum visibly firms your upper eyelids. You guys, this is really funny. I get asked this all the time because most people, if you've used an eye serum or an eye cream, if you wear glasses, a lot of people can't do it because it burns their eyes when they put their glasses on. That's the first thing that most people say to me is, nope. That's why, because you can use it. It's got that natural base and NRF2. So you can use it on your eyelids to lift them a little bit. You can use them underneath for fine lines, wrinkles. A lot of people, if you use straws a lot, you guys, I'll give you a little trick, or you drink water bottles, put that eye corrector serum on top of your lip for a couple months and see what happens. It gets rid of those wrinkles. Works great with eye makeup. Which is great. Perfecting lotion, we have the first hybrid toner serum combo in one product that also has NRF2. Gives you that brighter looking skin. If you've ever had hyperpigmentation or you're seeing a lot of discoloration in your skin or you've been in the sun a lot, this is that power pack product that's going to even that out. And then, of course, I always tell people the exclamation point at the end is our NRF2 anti-aging cream, which is the topical version of Protandim, you guys. LSU did a study on our NRF2, and that they actually came back to us, and that's when we decided in 2009 to formulate the NRF2 skincare cream, because what they found was it was upregulating protective enzymes in the skin and downregulating some of the genes that they found could potentially cause skin cancer. So we can't say it can cure it, but boy, we know what it can regulate. So at the end of the day, this anti-aging cream is power-packed NRF2 version of the pill. So superior hydration. So Gabe, you can go to the next slide there. Okay, so here, you guys, by the way, these are real people, real customers. These are not some marketing company. And you guys, I'm not going to dig on my other company because you don't even know who it is, but we used to use a marketing company that would put together pictures for us and make them all pretty. And every once in a while, someone would say, that girl looks familiar. And I'd think in my head, oh my gosh, it's from some catalog. But here's the reality. These are real customers, real people. And you can see after 1 day, 30 days, 60 days, after using the regimen, how incredible. And I'll tell you, I have had personal experience with this, you guys, multiple personal experiences. I actually had my son fall on me in a pool when he was little. Most of you don't even know this story. And I had stitches right on the bridge of my eye right here. And I could never get the actual scarring to go fully away. And after using True Science for 60 days, none of you, even if you walk up to me at Elite Academy or wherever you see me, you'll never be able to find the scar. It's gone. If you burn yourself, girls, on a curling iron, or your teenager or preteen burns himself on a curling iron, use that True Science. Hyperpigmentation from pregnancy, men for shaving, the bumps you get after shaving. I mean, the list goes on and on. Let's show the next slide, Gabe. This one's going to blow y'all's mind. So here is day 1, day 60, day 1, day 60, day 1, day 30, day 1, day 30. Again, these are real customers. The top 2 are with the skincare regimen. You guys, look at that. That is, I mean, she looks like she had a facelift or microderm. It's incredible to me. The day 1 through 30 at the bottom on the left, what I really want you to focus on is the eyelids. Look at her eyes. Day 1, she looks like her eyes are almost shut. Okay, now look at day 60, and that's using the whole system with the serum on her eyelids. She literally looks like she had an eye lift. Okay, and then look at the lines next to her lips. She used it above her lips and over to the sides, and you can really see above her lip. That's what and I've done that. I don't have any lines on my lips anymore. And then day 1 through 30, look at that on her heels. You guys, we're heading into sun season. I live in Florida, but I know a lot of you Northerners, you're ready to hit the lakes and the beaches. Let me tell you, start using it now, the anti-aging cream. You will not even believe what your feet look like. You look like you had a pedicure for a month. And then on the right, this is a big deal, you guys. All of us suffer with age spots. Men, women, people over the age of 30. If you do a survey, and we did one in my old company, I know we've done one in ours, what is one of the things that most people care about the most other than their face is their hands. The age spots and the freckling going on in their hands. And then for women up here on their décolleté, you guys, this is the anti-aging system for 30 days on your hands. Again, remember what I said at the beginning? If you want to see what NRF2 activation is doing on the inside, use it on the outside, you guys. Show people. Take a picture before, take one at 30 days, 60 and 90, and go show people. There's no way they won't get that, okay? All right, next slide. And I know I'm kind of whizzing through here. Okay, you guys, this is the boom. This is the boom right here. Okay, so back in 2015, we did 2 different ones, but anyway, there was 2 different ones, 2008 and 2015. We were the only direct sales company, you guys, in the world, in the whole world, that were invited to present at the International Federation of Cosmetic Chemists in Switzerland. This is a huge, big deal, you guys. This is like cosmetic chemists. This is people like brands that you would see in doctors' offices. I'm not going to name some of them because I don't want to get in trouble, but brands that you would see in doctors' offices, brands that you would see at Ulta, you know, very high-end skincare, Saks Fifth Avenue. They present there only if they can prove, okay, that the product changes something. So you don't just go to show, oh, this person's skin looked prettier, it looked brighter. It has to change something, okay? So they invited us because we did some studies on skin explants, which is not living person's tissue. It's tissue that's extracted that can be used for studies using the whole entire regimen. And we had 2 studies come out of it You can see the first one, anti-aging effect of topical cream, which is NRF2 step 4, our anti-aging cream, on skin layers. You guys look at what it said. It showed that extensive anti-aging expectancy throughout all skin layers with significant reorganization at the cellular level. You guys, NRF2. Why do you think we have over 24 studies on Protandim NRF2? Because it's doing the same thing on our skin. The other one was the 4-product skincare system on intrinsic aging, external and internal. So deepest dermal layers of the skin and on the outside, on the aging process, okay? So kind of interesting. So look what it says at the end. So even though we had no UV filters, do you guys get that? That means we had no SPF, okay? Because that, there's a lot of reasons we don't use that. That would be a whole nother training, but no UV filters. Because of the unique blend of the botanicals, it had unexpected protection against UV-induced oxidative stress and DNA damage. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So we're all taught to use SPF, UVA, UVB, and I'm not telling you not to, but I'm saying the same protection from this 4-step product line, and there was no SPF in it. So imagine if you're using a skincare regimen and then you put on UVA, UVB 15 or 30, and guys, this is so huge. This is such a game changer. I can't even tell you. So I hope that I can't go into it's too much more. If you want to go to pubmed.gov and type in NRF2 LSU skincare, there's lots of different ways to find it on the National Institute of Health website. And on the NIA, National Institute of Aging, but you will find the study from LSU and multiple studies on NRF2 now connecting it for topical use. So, Gabe, anything else you wanted me to add?
That's just incredible information. And by the way, I've never seen those pictures before, and I'm blown away. That is incredible to me. But folks, I kind of hurried through our flagship product, Protandim NRF2. And to hopefully tie it in what Carrie just said, you know, what our flagship product has been proven to do is to reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. And I know Carrie just mentioned oxidative stress a second ago, and I want all of you to understand what that is. It has nothing to do with emotional stress. Oxidative stress is how and why we age on a cellular level, and it's a major contributing factor of how we get diseases. And what our product does is lowers that process by 40%. And as Carrie mentioned, it has over 24 peer-reviewed studies. It has 12 patents, and that product works inside the body out. And what Carrie was just talking about, your skin's your largest organ, and that NRF2 skincare regimen works outside in. So, the way I think, if you're going to do something right, you want to do it 100% right? You don't want to just take care of the body from the inside out. You want to take care of the body from the inside out and the outside in. And both of those products were really, they're made in tandem. You take them together. So I just felt like we haven't, did the skincare regimen its due. We've been hitting the vitality stack so hard every Monday night because it was awarded this incredible Stevie Award. So oxidative stress is, and how we get it is by burning calories. It's that simple. If you're burning calories, which, I'm talking about breathing, eating, moving, if you're breathing, you're aging. If you're aging, you're diseasing. And for the last 60 years, only thing that we have had to try to combat that are what we call direct antioxidants. And direct antioxidants just aren't strong enough, aren't powerful enough to reduce it. That's precisely why the tagline is fight free radicals, okay? This is the first product that's been proven to reduce free radicals or oxidative stress. Free radicals and oxidative stress is the same thing. Oxidative stress is just a new buzzword. It sounds cooler, so it's fascinating science. And what Carrie and I really, really love about the science, it gets your own body to do its own work, what your body was meant to do for the first 20 years of life. And that's make more good guys. They're called survival genes. So you're talking about making more antioxidant enzymes, antifibrotic enzymes, that's scarring, right? And anti-inflammatory enzymes. You're looking at these pictures right now because of how it reduces inflammation. So it's fascinating science. I want to talk a little bit about the company itself before we get in and by the way, there's a Stevie Award. I didn't even know they even, there was even awards equivalent to the Oscars when it comes to supplementation. And you can see that our vitality stack, and you can look at the middle paragraph, over 3,900 entries from 74 countries around the world, and you're looking at number one. So just kind of put your entrepreneurial hat on for a second, to be able to have a business with no competition. All right. So there's no activators in the world. We're first to market. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing if there's no competition? Imagine what you do for a living and there's no competition, right? And then we have an ABC primetime news piece. That's our advertisement. And that would be equivalent to ABC News knocking on your, business door and says, hey, we've been hearing nothing but great things about your company. We'd like you to do a positive spin on it. With no competition, will it help you get a few more customers? That's what we have. And now this product being the number one product in the world. So it's pretty exciting on what we're talking about. So I'd like to talk just a little bit about the company, if I can actually find it. I think I'm going the wrong way. What I love about the company, it's publicly traded. All right. So everything that Carrie has said tonight, she can't embellish. All right. They're,
take a deep breath.
I'm sorry. There we go. I just found it. What I personally love is there's no embellishment, right? I mean, each and every one of you, if Carrie said go to the National Institutes of Health, and I think she said the website pubmed.gov, and type in the LSU study, you can read exactly what she was just talking about tonight. She said we have over 24 peer-reviewed studies. You can look that up. So from being publicly traded, everything is transparent. I love that. I love the fact that we are positioned to be in over 100 markets. And right now we just opened our 15th market last weekend. And I don't even have the flag on here yet. It's Spain. The bottom row of flags, Italy, France, Ireland, Austria, Belgium, New Zealand, and Dominican Republic. You can actually sell product in those countries, but not distributorships yet. Those are the next countries on the docket, with Belgium being launched next month and Ireland in the month of June. So there's nowhere to go but grow. I love the fact that who is running the helm of the ship. It's our CEO, Darren Jensen, who was just nominated to be the CEO of the CEO Roundtable. So he's mentoring these billion-dollar company CEOs on this business model, on network marketing. And what he has done in the last 3.5 years is taken this small little, what we used to call an NRF2 company, and now have grown the brand into a nutrigenomic company. And in the last 3.5 years, he's been one by one, from each executive positioning, getting the best of the best. And you can see the slide. There's a combined 100+ years of experience that's the executive that's running the company. And this is a unique spin. I just put this slide up tonight. Maybe I didn't put it up. I don't see it. Well, what I love about, there you go. This slide says it all to me. It says we are not a direct sales company that chose nutraceuticals. We are the biotech company that founded the only all natural supplement on earth that's proven to extend life. And we chose the direct sales model. All right. So what I want all of you to understand, this was a biotech company, folks. All of you could have bought our flagship product in a GNC store as far back as 2005. From 2003 to 2009, it was a retail company. And they just couldn't get the word out. You know, nobody understood what, oxidative stress was. And not until they put it into the oldest form of marketing, word of mouth, what Carrie and I are doing with all of you tonight, just sharing a story. When it was in the retail world, the company never exceeded 3 million in sales. So from 2003 to 2009, never exceeded 3 million. The minute we put it in the oldest form of marketing, telling stories, it grew from 3 million to just under $250 million on where we are today. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about, the business model. Everybody's got such a bad connotation, for network marketing. Network marketing, folks, listen to me very carefully, is just a different way of being paid. You build the business like any other business, but you get paid differently. And Carrie's got 20 years of experience in this industry. And I thought tonight, not only is she a skincare specialist and an expert, she also totally gets and understands the compensation plan. And you can look at this slide right here, why network marketing is growing by tens of billions of dollars a year is because of the advent of the internet. We've got a couple of hundred people on this webinar tonight, and Carrie is in her condo on the beach. I'm in my office in Jacksonville, and we've got people all over this country, and we are building our business by being in the confines of our own home, not spending time and money. And I think that's just incredible because of the advent of the internet. So I'm going to have Carrie get back on. And Carrie, I'll start with this slide right here, and I'll just let you walk them through the 3 different ways of how to get started. And then I know there's 8 ways of being paid, but let's just zero in 2 or 3 ways of how we get paid.
Sure. Okay, so there's 3 ways that you can get started. I always tell people, one of the great things about LifeVantage is we're sharing health, and we're sharing an opportunity to get healthier and wealthier. People get to choose. So they can just be a preferred customer, get awesome products for them and the people they love at a discount, and that's fabulous. And if they buy stacks, they can get free shipping, or they can join us, all the amazing things that Gabe just talked about, all the opportunity that we'll talk a little bit more about, and they can buy a pack. So the packs are 350, 650, and 1250. And people always ask me, well, what did you do, or what would you do? And I make it super simple. I'm an all the tools in the shed kind of girl. I like to have everything I need to get started and get started the right way. And don't tell me in 3 months I got to spend another $600 or $700, because you're going to really tick me off, honestly. That's when it feels not right. Okay. So I love with this company that you get your pack. And after you get your pack, it's just whatever you need after that for you and your family, and to run your business. I joke with people that if I wanted to, after my original platinum pack, which at the time was called something else, and it was the largest pack we offered, but I always tell them that if I wanted to, I could run my multi-million-dollar business for $40 a month if I wanted to. And people just are like, huh? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's an incredible thing. So the Platinum Pack, which is what Gabe has a pointer on, it includes really everything that we have to offer, a sprinkling of everything. And then our starter kit, that's kind of your business manual, business in a box. We're not into reinventing the wheel. So it's got a blueprint It's the way it was done in the beginning. It's the way it's done today, added with a little bit more technology, thank goodness. And 2 all-access event passes. We have events about every quarter, and it allows you to go to that all-access to attend our science seminars and everything. And also be kind of a VIP, which is the Platinum Pack experience. If you can't do that, we've got a Gold Pack. Basically, you have to choose in the Gold Pack between weight management and skincare. That's kind of the difference there. You get one or the other and 1 all-access pass. And then we've got a kind of a basic package. And I tell people with the $350 package, it's kind of one of those things is, listen, if it's all you can do, get in. Don't wait. But the thing with that package is you barely are getting anything we have. And the reality is if you're going to share something, you got to be a product of the products you can show people, just like we were talking about with the True Science. So it just makes it a little bit harder and a little bit slower. But you do have 3 options. I tell everyone there's a package for everybody, which is great. So you can see on the side all the other great assets that we have that you would normally have to pay for. I've owned multiple companies and still own another company and outside of LifeVantage. So, with LifeVantage, they handle the production, the quality control, the shipping, the customer service, the website, advertising, marketing, legal, accounting, events, promotions. All that is in what you pay. So you get that $1,250 platinum package, which by the way, has free shipping and tax-free on the consumables. You get all that other stuff included. If you were going to go buy a franchise, you'd spend anywhere from $200,000 to $1 million or more on a franchise. So you basically purchased a franchise for that one-time price, and you're off and running, and the company is behind you, helping you with that. So Gabe, is there a slide after that has the summary?
Yes.
Awesome.
And I just thought you could just help them understand the difference between, trading time for money, which 97% of people in this country are doing, versus, passive income. So what's the difference between linear income and passive income?
So basically, to make it simple, I'll give you one really funny one, but it's building something one time, sharing and educating your customers and your distributors on something one time, let's say True Science. And then every time they fall in love with it, we have a huge retention rate. And every time they use it, you get paid over and over and over. So I'm still getting paid on reorders from people that have been on this product for almost 8.5 years that I've been in this business. That is residual. I call it mailbox money. And my husband and I, we kind of joke because he's still in corporate America, the poor thing. By the way, it is, what time is it here? Almost 9 o'clock Eastern time. 9:40 Eastern time. And he must have stopped to watch the basketball game because this is really late. But he is not home yet. And that's usually the case. Usually he's home at 7:30. He leaves the house at 7 a.m. And our big joke is, because of course, eventually I'm going to retire him. But our joke is that when we go to bed at night, his mind is going. He has 80 something employees. He runs 2 companies. What's going to happen tomorrow? What meetings do I have? All this stuff. And I'm out cold and I am making money while I'm sleeping, right? Because we're in 17, 18, whatever it is, global markets, 20 something with customer programs. So while I'm sleeping, those markets are still open or they're just waking up and I'm making money. So our joke is like LifeVantage launched Spain, right? So if you're in our elite global revenue pool and you do the same amount of volume last month that you do this month, but we've added a country, what just happened while you slept is you made more money, so your income went up and you didn't do anything differently because as an elite, we share in global revenue, okay? And that was really the decision maker for my husband and I. The comp plan's amazing and we're gonna touch on a few things, but that was the key component. The key component was that I could make money globally. So think of it this way. When people talk about network marketing, what's the first thing people say to you? Is it a pyramid? Is it this? Is it a scheme? Whatever they say to you. We've all heard it. And what I love being able to say is, you know what? We are a network marketing company. We have a hybrid compensation plan. You can take part in all or just some of the plan. But when you get just 3/4, I want you guys to hear that. We're not talking Gabe's level or at the top of the company, but when you get just 3/4 of the way up our comp plan, 3/4, Pro 7, your upline, so the people that came in before you, Gabe, Donna, all the people above me, your upline becomes your downline on the 15th of every month, and you earn a % share. There is nothing else, and no other company that I'm aware of anyway, where you can make your upline become your downline once a month. So a lot of people say, oh, that makes sense after 2 months, 6 months, a year. That's why everyone works together, and why Brandon Cunningham came from Tampa to train and work with our team last week, even though we're not technically in his downline, right? The reason for that is he shares in global revenue. And when you create an environment where everyone shares in global revenue and the top half of the company or top 3/4, everyone wins when everyone does well. So everyone works with each other. So I'm going to talk about 3 areas because I know we don't have time for everything. First of all, something that really struck me and that I really like to talk to my team about is that day 1, so if you're somebody that's on this, somebody invited you to get on this and you're wondering how is this going to affect you financially, how can you make money, do you have to get to the top of the company or halfway up to make money? The answer is no. You get paid every single Friday with LifeVantage for the previous Monday through Sunday in Smart Start bonuses. So what does that mean? That means that if you start today, today's Monday, right? I love Monday. So if you start today, you have from today till Sunday, and any effort that you put in yourself, so any customers that you share these amazing products with and join as a customer, or any distributors that join you in business, next Friday, you're going to get a Smart Start bonus paid on that. So here's what I want you to think about. You're brand new. You're like, I'm going for it. You rock and rolled all week long. You work with the person who brought you in. You get your business started. You bring in customers. You're sharing product. You get paid next Friday. Guess what? Even your enroller, let's say they're a Pro 4 or Pro 5, if that enroller doesn't do anything other than sign you up this week, next Friday, your check as a brand new week-old distributor will be bigger than the person who enrolled you on that weekly check. I don't know a lot of companies where you can say that, okay? So you're in total control of your weekly paycheck, and then as you grow your team, you get launch bonuses on the efforts of them as well. The other part, we talked about the residual. My favorite part is what's called the generational matching bonus. And Gabe and I smile when we talk about this because it's very, very overlooked. A lot of our distributors don't even understand how huge it is. What happens is, think of it as a management training bonus. I don't know how many of you are still in corporate America, but every time you train someone, I'm pretty sure you don't get a bonus. I know my husband doesn't. So this is a training bonus. So what happens is you bring in and start building a team. If you choose to take advantage of that part of our plan, you build a team, and as you teach and train them to build that residual part of the income, the company matches their residual check for you at 10%. Can you imagine? So I've signed up 50-something direct enrollees in the last 8 years. I think it's 54 now. And every time one of them gets a residual check, I get a 10% match. But guess what? It gets better. Then I get a 5% match up to 5 generations under them. And I know it'd be easier to show this if I had people standing up in a meeting, but hopefully you're just getting a little tiny piece of wrapping your head around. We get paid 7 different ways. These are just a few of the ways we get paid. And then the last thing I just want to touch on, because the picture of My Life Venture Jeep is on the screen, is when you hit Pro 7, which is, you'll see in a minute, 100,000 in sales per month, total team sales. The company, after you've held that for some time, the company gives you an opportunity to get a free Jeep Wrangler. Now they have what's called My Life Venture, and you can choose a check. You can choose, I think, jet skis and a trip around the world. There's all kinds of stuff. Now, I chose the Jeep. So I went Pro 7, and literally 12 months later, I had a free Jeep being delivered at my door. Why is that a big deal? Because you guys, it's a free Jeep. Okay, there's a lot of companies out there that have car programs, car bonuses. Some of them lead to problems because people go out and buy or lease their own car. That's how the car programs work. And they're responsible for those vehicles making the payment. So if their business goes down or something happens, right? Life happens. You heard Gabe, I'm a cancer survivor. Life happens. You're stuck with that. You're stuck with that payment and that responsibility. My Life Venture is designed for total financial freedom, just like they're trying to get for you in the comp plan. So if I were to leave, which I'm not ever going to leave Life Vantage, or something happened, my Jeep is free and clear, paid for. I own it. It's mine. Here are the keys, off you go. So that's a pretty big incentive, you guys, for people. So Gabe, if you flip to the last slide, this is our earnings income statement. This was a really big deal to my husband and I. We had been involved with a private company. The thing with a public company, like Gabe said, is everything's transparent. You can see everything that is going on. You can get on company calls. You can go buy stock on your own through E-Trade or wherever, and you can watch the stock. You can get on the corporate executive calls. You know what's going on. And the important one on here is if you look at the second column, it says monthly average. That's what you're looking at. So those are the monthly averages of all the checks cut at each rank. Let me repeat that. Those are actual checks cut over a year time period. We're about to get a new one out soon. And these are the averages at each rank. So when I sit down with people, and as you're listening, if you're a guest on this call, I want you to look down those and think, which one would make a massive difference in your life? And know that people overestimate what they can do in a year, I promise, and they way underestimate what they can do in 5 years. It's going to take 2 to 5 years for most people to get to Elite Pro 7, okay, which is an average of $11,292 a month. I will ask you, if it took you 2 to 5 years to make $11,292 a month, would you work this part-time for 2 to 5 years? I hope you're all saying yes, because I don't know anyone that wouldn't do that for 2 to 5 years. On top of that, getting a free vehicle or whatever else you pick. And Elite Pro 7 is actually also, again, remember where you get into that global pool, just 3/4 of the way up. But, you know, it's interesting. Back in 2008, 2009, when we were all in a recession, you guys know all about it, and the housing market was crashing and people were losing their jobs. And many of you on this call may have been, you know, unfortunately a part of that in a big way. And they put a statistic out, the U.S. Department, saying that if every single household that had lost their home or had done a short sale would have made an extra $200 a month, it could have saved their home. You guys, that is a Pro 2, $261 a month. You can become a Pro 2. Our average is about 60 days. Okay, you guys, come on. I mean, this is life-changing stuff. Some people, that is life-changing. Some people, it's a mortgage payment, $1,193 a month. Some people, they want to quit their job. Premier Pro 6, $5,800 a month, okay? So I don't know what you're looking for or what you're looking to do, and maybe you're just looking to help yourself and others get healthier, and you just want to share the products and see what happens. That's okay too. But I challenge you to get with the person who invited you, and I know, Gabe, you're going to close the call, but give it a chance, because what I do know after all these years in the industry is the only way to fail is to quit. That's the only way to fail.
Yeah. Carrie, thank you so much. That's so awesome. And for some of you analyticals out there, you know, that can't kind of read between the lines on what Carrie was just talking about, I think this will sum up our compensation plan for you. For every dollar that comes to LifeVantage, 48 cents comes back to us. Now think about that for a second. Think about whatever you do for a living if you're in the sales world, and do you receive 48 cents of every dollar? So that's how robust, how fair and balanced this compensation plan is. And Carrie's absolutely right. It takes time to build the back end. I spent 30 plus years in the fitness business, folks, and listen to me very carefully. The word retirement was nowhere on the horizon. 22 months later, because of residual income, I was able to write my last payroll check. And on July 31st of this year will be 8 years that I haven't had to show up to get a paycheck. So basically what Carrie was talking about, we're just building an annuity is all we're doing, that we get paid on the 15th of every month. So just dabble in this like I did when I got started. When I got started, I just wanted to make $2,200 a month to keep my kids in private school. Never in a million years would I've ever thought that I would be doing this full time and I would be at the top of this company, the company's compensation plan. So my point is, if I can do this, anybody can do this. I was just teachable and coachable. So with that said, as Carrie mentioned, get with the person who invited you and thank them, because there's only a subset of individuals we're looking for right now. We are looking for people that have credibility, have integrity, knows how to build a business, have a large circle of influence. That's why you're on tonight. So thank them and let them know where you stand. If you're ready to get started and get yourself a LifeVantage ID number, pick one of those packs. Just get in where you fit in. It doesn't matter which one you get. I mean, Carrie's absolutely right. If you want to sprint to Master Pro 10, where I'm at, or Elite Pro 7, where Carrie's at, get that Platinum pack. Sprint there. If you want to crawl there, get the smaller packs. It's just totally up to you on the pace at which you're looking to get something accomplished. So thank you so much for being on tonight. We will be back next Monday night, same time, same meeting ID number. So if you are brand spanking new and you're getting started tonight, you've got a week to invite 3 to 5 of your friends to participate in this opportunity webinar next Monday night, and let us help you build your business. It's just one of many, many, many tools that this company allows us to help all of you build your business. So Carrie, thank you so much for your expertise. Thank you for explaining the skincare as brilliantly as you did, and as well as the compensation plan. Folks, my name is Gabe Pearson. Thank you so much for being on. We'll see you next Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great week.